Hey everybody, it is Murphy Gray Hunter, and I am back to make a video. I am gonna run out and do an errand, and I thought I would make a video as I drive, and you guys can come along with me for the ride. It is Wednesday afternoon, about 1:40. I think we are December the 2nd. So this is really just a ramble about different things because I haven't made a video and I really couldn't decide on what topic to talk about. And so I just decided I was just going to do a ramble and talk about a few different things. The first thing is how our Thanksgiving went. Thanksgiving went really well. It's just really, really shameful that when we have such a large family that we are so separated. And I think in the beginning, we were all trying to figure out a way to fix it. And then it just started to become, that's just the way it is, a way of life for us, that it's okay for everybody to spend time apart. And I'm not saying it's right, and I'm not saying it's wrong. And some families, time apart is really necessary because, family can become, family can be very, very toxic. And at the same time, family could be the most supportive, wonderful thing. Just depends on the situation. Not everybody agrees with one another, or not everybody agrees on someone else's lifestyle. If like in my case, everybody tries to tell one of my daughters, how she should live and how she should raise her children. It's always easier to raise somebody else's children when they're not yours. It's always easier to say, and I don't think just in children, I think everything in general, you have those kind of people who always think that they have the answers to everything. They know the right way to raise a child, or they know the right way when it comes to dieting or whatever. If they'll say something like, well, if that was me, I would have done this and this and that, or I would have said this and that, or you should do this, or you should do that, and blah, 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 blah. Some people just don't know when to shut the hell up. Not everybody's perfect. Oh, I love those trees that are so orangey and yellow, and they remind me of peaches for some reason. Anyway, but yeah, we do have some of that in our family. I'm glad that my daughter is strong enough to tell everybody, to really shut the hell up. She says it in a really nice way. Those are her kids, or her mistakes. Not the children are mistakes, but the things that she does in her life that clearly she knows are mistakes, that she knows that they're mistakes, and she's taking care of them. Not the children, that the children are a mistake. That came out the wrong way. She's a very good mother. She's very, very strong, and she goes through a lot, and she puts her kids first, regardless of what anybody says. I understand better than anyone the choices that she makes. Sometimes you're presented with choices that you don't like, and you know that they're wrong, and you know that they're probably more harmful than good. But the little part of it that's good, you need to hold on to it for whatever reasons that you need to, for whatever amount of time. And, she's making decisions that, she can deal with, that she can handle, she can control right now. So, but I just choose to be around people, not just on the holidays, but, in life general, who are going to be positive and uplifting. I know it can't always be like that. I remember I had a friend, and I say I had a friend because I'm no longer friends with him, but he said that he could only be around people, or he could only have friends who are always happy. And I said, well, that's really cutting your friend list down, because not everybody walks around completely happy. There's always some sort of, unhappiness on some level, or some kind of negative emotion. We're humans. That's what we do. That's what balances us. We can't always be, as my husband says, roses and berries. He says not everything could be roses and berries. And so, when he said that, it just really how can something so stupid come out of someone who's so smart? To do that, to really be, I guess, racist on a whole different level. I only allow people in my life to be my friends if they're always happy. If they're not happy, then I can't be friends with them. Wow, that was crazy. But anyway, so yeah, I don't go to that extreme. I just, you know how we do. It always, what does they say? One bad apple ruins the whole bunch or whatever. I'm not really good with those type of sayings. My mom is really good at those. I just say it the way it is. Just say it. Just freaking say it. I have this saying that I always tell people: stop talking in freaking bumper stickers and just say it. I don't need to know. Don't go around the bush, beat around the bush and try to sugarcoat it. Just say it. If I have bad breath, just say, God dang it. Chew some gum. Have a Tic Tac. Something. You got bad breath. Don't go around and say, oh, would you like a piece of gum? It's so good. Would you like to try it? Oh my God, try these new Tic Tacs. No. Bitch, your breath stinks. Take one, please. I need you to have one. You know what I'm saying? I'm just using that as an example. But I like those type of straightforward people. But anyway, so the holidays, like I said, Thanksgiving was great. I threw out all of my Thanksgiving leftovers yesterday. I threw them out. I tried to eat as many leftovers as I could because I hate to waste food. This was my first year. This is my first year of holidays as a vegetarian. And it was really good. I thought that it was going to be. I don't like turkey. Turkey is not something that I enjoy. I will have some because it's there. I made it, and I'll drown it in gravy, and and I'll eat it like that. But I'm not a turkey fan. I did enjoy the ham. But this is the first year that I didn't have any meat. I made a lot of sides. My brother brought the ham, and out of my 5 girls, one is a pescatarian. She only eats fish, and my 7-year-old only eats chicken. I don't know what the term for only eating chicken is. Chickenatarian? I don't know. I know, I'm just being stupid. But anyway, she only eats chicken. And but the rest of the girls and myself are vegetarian. And so I made tons and tons of sides. We had so many great sides, and I didn't miss it. I really did not miss oh my gosh, I don't know if y'all can see this. See how that smoke? They're burning piles out here in the country. Like when they cut all the brush down, they put them in big piles, and so when it's nice and sunny and dry like it is today, they will burn them. It just really scares me because I live here in Texas, and if y'all have kept up with the news, some months ago, Bastrop, which isn't close to me, but Bastrop is a little town, and it caught on fire. They said it was an accidental fire, and it burned down over 5,000 acres of land, and so many homes got destroyed. And so when I see fires like that, it terrifies me because there's so much land out here, and as you can see, so many things are dry. I mean, we've had a lot of rain, but still, Anyway, so back to my story about Thanksgiving. I didn't miss the meat at all. My plate was very full, and I got really full off of everything. With my with my stuffing / dressing. I know my daughter calls it dressing. She says the difference between dressing and stuffing. I mean, I know there has to be, and unless I have dressing and stuffing side by side, then that's how I can tell. But stuffing, I like stuffing because it's lighter and it's tastier. Dressing is good, but it's almost like eating a block of cake. At least the ones that I've had. And I don't like it like that. I am a person who has issues with textures. And that just seems like a big old mushy cake to me. Me no like that. But I made stuffing and I added like cranberries and green apples, celery, and walnuts to it. And then after I made it, I put some vegetable broth over it to make it a little more, I wouldn't say like wet, but just to give it like an extra boost of flavor. It was so good. Anyway, that, and of course all the other sides, I was really full. So I didn't miss it at all. So this year we had a lot of the leftovers were, sides, so they lasted longer. And then I started making like, like those bowls that they make at like certain restaurants, like Kentucky Fried Chicken and Choco Cabana. They do those bowls, and like what is that other place? I can't think of the other place that does the bowls. But anyway, they do the layering effect. So I kind of did like that. I did a layer of mashed potatoes, dressing, my wild rice that I made, and then green bean casserole on top. And I would eat it like that. I was trying to get rid of as much as I could because I don't want to throw it away, but I had to. But yeah, it was really good. I look forward for Christmas. We are going to have a Christmas party the day that my husband comes home. So that's I really didn't want to do it the day he comes home, but the next weekend is Christmas, and so that's really the only time to do it because he gets here on a Sunday. So we're going to have it that he gets here in the afternoon. We're going to have the party that evening. I really don't like to have it same day because I haven't seen my husband in a little over 4 months, and I'm sorry, I don't want anybody else around. I just want him. I just want me and him. But we're going to do this party, and he's really excited about it. And he just says, we'll do the party, and then we're going to have plenty of time to be with one another, and trying to just kind of like because he loves Christmas time. That's his favorite time. And so we're just both ready to see each other and spend some quality time together. Just really been a long haul this time. But anyway, because I haven't seen him since the first week of August he left, so it's been some time. So we're gonna have a Christmas party, and we're gonna be we're gonna do the ugly sweater thing where we wear the ugly Christmas sweater. Ugh, I hate sweaters. So hot and itchy and ugh. But we're gonna wear ugly sweaters. I did see some ugly Christmas vest sweaters, so I might be able to do that because then my arms will be exposed and I won't feel like I'm walking around wearing a blanket. We're in Texas. It's not gonna get that cold, So, and then the Christmas Eve, we're gonna spend Christmas Eve at my oldest daughter's house. We're gonna do Christmas brunch, which I'm really excited about, because for the Christmas party, we're gonna do traditional food because my husband wants, that kind of meal. Even though they do a great spread for them over there for Thanksgiving, it's still not the same like home, And so, he's already told me everything that he wants, and we're gonna do that. And then at my oldest daughter's house, we're gonna have brunch. So that's gonna be fun to be able to have eggs and waffles, pancakes, whatever it is that she's gonna make. Something different, And then for her party, we're gonna wear Christmas pajamas and Christmas socks, which is great because I love socks. So that's gonna be nice. And then the next day, oh, pretty little ponies, so cute. I was looking at the horses on the side of the road. We have so many horses out here, horses and cows, and there's another area that has beautiful longhorns. Oh my gosh, these longhorns are beautiful. If you have never seen a longhorn in person, photos do not do them justice. And I keep driving by them so I can catch them, so I can take photos of them. Because where they're at is not an area where I can just, pull over. Like here, you can pull over, there's lots of space, but there, it's kind of like a ditch that kind of goes over, and there's not really a big space. So I'm going to go and leave like my business card with a letter just asking if I could please come whenever it's convenient for them to take photos of their longhorns, and I'll give them photos if they like. I just think they're so beautiful. Just something about a longhorn. And I'm not a UT fan. You would think that being in Texas, I'd be in Austin at that. Well, I live outside Austin, but still, I'll be a UT fan. Nope. But I just think longhorns are so beautiful. But anyway, we have lots of animals. I love living out in the country, especially the ride. You just see so many animals. Except for the big wild boar that I hit with my expedition. That wasn't fun at all. That thing freaking damaged all of my truck. I had to go and get the whole bumper and side step rail majiggy thing replaced, and it was just terrible. I don't know. I went back looking for it. I didn't see it, so hopefully I didn't kill it. I think I just, hurt it, but I don't think I killed it. I hope I didn't. But anyway. So yes. So we talked about Christmas Eve. Okay, so Christmas Day, we're going to let Jade come down, open all her presents and the ones from Santa. And Jordan will open her gifts as well. And I think for Christmas Day, we're just going to chill out. I asked him if he wants to go to a movie or to go, hang out or, and he's like, no, we probably just stay at home and relax. And so I said, okay. So I'm good with that too. And he'll probably be putting Jade's toys together and, things like that. So, we like to make a fire and all that. So let's hope that it's cold enough, because that brother will make a fire no matter if it's 70 degrees outside. I'm like, do you realize it is warm outside? He's like, we're going to make a fire. Okie dokie. Crank down the air conditioner. But no, it's right now it's 66, and that's the hottest part of the day. It's been getting down to 40s and 50s. I mean, I'm glad that it's not that cold, because my dogs are outside and my cats. And so even though we have the garage, we have a heater in the garage, and they're so toasty because they have their kennel inside the garage, and it's all full of big pillows, big dog pillows and blankets, and they have their snacks and their water. It's huge. Their kennel is 10 feet long and 10 feet wide and 6 feet tall. So it's really nice. And at night, we have their heater going on full blast, so it's really toasty. When I get up in the morning to go let them out, I rub all over them just to make sure they're not cold, and they're so toasty and warm. So I know they're fine. We're getting ready to get another heater put in. The ones that you mount up on the ceiling. We're going to get one of those. Excuse me. And we're going to mount it on the ceiling, well, on the side of the wall that faces their kennel, so we can leave it on, because the months of January and February seem to be the coldest here, and so that way I can leave it on all day long. Because right now, I only turn the heater on at night, because obviously it's warm during the day. But at nighttime, it gets cold. But during those 2 months, it's going to be cold all day and at night. So I'll leave that one, on all day long. So when they can go in the garage and they can chill out, in their beds. I'm getting ready to get an old couch and put an old couch in there also, so they can just lay on the couch and they can chill out. But it'll be nice and toasty in there for them, because the whole garage is the doggy cave. We turned the whole garage into their doggy cave. We don't have anything in there. We got a couple of boxes in there in the one corner, but the rest of it is just theirs. and that way, you know, they have that they know that that's their space, their little apartment. But anyway, so yeah, we're going to be doing that. We're putting up a new fence when Derek comes in, the new back fence. Having dogs is so expensive. Oh my gosh. We are new dog parents, and let me tell you, I had no idea that dogs were this expensive. No idea. You know, we have cats. Cats are pretty self-sufficient, you know. We have the cats and the dogs on animal insurance, right? So that way they can go to the doctor and all that, which is great. It's great that they have that kind of insurance for them. So just the cost of the dogs, you know, my daughter was selling them for $1,000 a piece. So the cost of 2 dogs, and then once we got the dogs, we had them inside for a while, training them, because they were still puppies, like little puppies. And then I did not know that dogs eat furniture. Nobody told me it was going to eat my guest bed. Oh my God, they're chewers. I had no idea. And so it was I mean, taking care, raising puppies, oh my gosh, it is so hard. It is so hard. And you know, you're having to potty train them, and then of course they don't learn right away, and if you know, they'll just, well, this is a good spot, I'm just gonna pee here, and while I'm at it, I'm gonna poop too. It's like twins. You know, we have 2 boy Rottweilers, and they're cute as can be, but oh my gosh, the mess that they're already 8 months old now, thank goodness. But yeah, we got them at 8 weeks, and at 15 weeks, when they got fully vaccinated, then we were able to let them outside. And then they were still inside dogs for a while, and then now they're big. They're about 85 pounds a piece, maybe a little more by now. They're big. They're huge dogs. Oh my God, I thought that car was gonna crash. So now, you know, they're outdoor dogs, and but they're only 8 months old. We still have to take them to the vet, you know, the vet insurance every month. We put in we got a new kennel made on the outside. So like when we have people over, and you know, we're going to lock them up in their kennel, their outdoor kennel. Their outside kennel is like 800 square feet. It's huge. It goes all around the playscape, and it's all dirt over there. So we don't have to worry about them digging up holes in the grass, things like that. And they love it over there. And so we had that put in. That was like $1,500. And then we had the kennel inside the garage put up. And that was that kennel was $200 and close to $250. Then the cost of the fence people to come and put that together for me. And that was hardly anything. I think they only charged me like $40 to put that together. And then we're putting a new back fence, and that's going to be, I think they quoted $2,700. I can't remember, which was really good price, because we got some quotes from other people, and they were like, you know, some were like, it was between $3,000 and $4,000. So they're going to come back at the end of December, before the holidays, and put that new back fence up for us. And then the cost of food. I mean, I cook for the dogs, and they also get their dog food, their kibble that has like their vitamins and stuff in there. So they get like half and half. Like they're getting a cup and a half of dry food, and then a cup and a half of their cooked food. And I mix it together. And you know, cooked food meaning I boil chicken and brown rice and sweet potatoes and peas and carrots, and I mix all that up. Sometimes I'll switch it out, and I'll give them broccoli and green apples, you know, boiled, to take all the seeds out and cut them up, and you know, boil that, and they eat that. And then, you know, so I cook for them enough to last for 3 days. So every 3 days I cook for them. And then their big thing of dog food's like $55. So the food for every 2 weeks, it's like about $130, more or less, probably a little more, like $150 every 2 weeks, because we also buy them treats, because they're spoiled and we love them. And right now they got the little doggy Christmas cookies. Oh my God, they're so cute. And so, of course, my babies get those. We give them more treats than they probably should have. But, you know, we love spoiling them. And so, but we have such a huge yard, and they get lots of exercise, and we play with them. And so we just, you know, they're not just sitting around the house just waiting to be fed and no exercise or no playing out, you know, outside or anything. They get plenty of that. So yeah, just the cost of the dogs. I mean, it's just been so expensive. And we were supposed to go to New Orleans last spring, but we didn't go because we got the dogs. And I mean, it was just so expensive, and it's just expensive. So whether you have one dog or two dogs, I mean, I'm glad that my husband got two dogs because they keep each other company. But I will say that I never wanted the dogs to begin with. I never wanted a dog. I told my husband I wanted an alarm system. So he gets me two Rottweilers. Now, the only reason why I agreed to getting the two dogs was because my oldest daughter, bred them, and she has a mom and dad, and they're both they're German. They're both German Rottweilers. They're full-blooded Rottweilers, and so the dogs are just beautiful dogs. And she takes such good care of her dogs. I mean, those are her babies. She takes such good care of them, and she took good care of the mama. And when the babies came out, she had 12 puppies. Tasia was feeding those dogs manually with a bottle because Diamond didn't want nothing to do with them for a little bit. She would have her days like, okay, I'll feed you today. Okay, there's like 3 days I don't want to feed you. Okay, today I think I'll feed you. You know, it was kind of like that. So Tasia had to feed them constantly around the clock while going to school and working. Then her fiance had surgery, so she had to be there with him. Ooh, I don't even think she slept. I don't know how that girl did everything she did. So I agreed with the dogs because I knew that they were getting such great care, and I knew that they were coming from, you know, a good parents. Even though the mama is crazy because she is one mean dog, but she is so beautiful. Anyway, so we got the dogs, and like I said, I'm not a dog person. I was really afraid of dogs, and I'm a cat person. I just didn't want anything to do with dogs, but we got them, and I love them. They're like my children, and I'm not afraid of dogs anymore like I used to be. I actually think, you know, I look at dogs now, and they're just so adorable. So they made me really change how I feel about dogs. You know, I viewed them completely different. I hate that bump. Completely different now. Yeah, they are. If you're thinking about getting a dog, make sure you are very, 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 very sure you are ready to put in all the time that it takes and requires to take care of a puppy or a dog, or whatever age you get, especially a puppy. Make sure you are financially ready. Not only have enough money to purchase a dog, but enough money to maintain your dog. The dog needs to go to the vet, needs to get shots, and needs to get checkups. You know, it's just like a baby. And the dog has to have, you know, you have to watch, you know, what you're feeding the dog, making sure the dog's getting its vitamins, making sure that the dog is getting everything that it needs to be a healthy dog. You know, and, you know, it's like dogs get diabetes and colds and bronchitis and, you know, all kinds of stuff, just like kids. I was like, oh my gosh, I've been like reading up and watching dog psychology videos so I can understand how to take care of my dogs better and make sure that I'm doing everything I'm supposed to. And so it is really a full-time job when you are raising puppies, you know. And I have two, and I mean, they require a lot of attention, and that's just the thing with some people. They get dogs and they just don't give them any love and attention. They're like kids. They need to be loved on every day. They need to be hugged on and squeezed and say how pretty they are, and and they need that. They need that love and affection. And so, like I said, I kind of got thrown in there because we did not know. Derek has no idea what it takes. Derek provides 100%. Anything those dogs need, he will make sure that they have it. I mean, I have to give it to him. Anything those dogs need. If I call him right now and I said, the dogs need to go to the vet and it's going to be $1,000, he will wire that money to my account. Whatever they need. I mean, he's dedicated to that. He knows that they have to be financially taken care of. He's right there with that. When he comes home, he spends a lot of time with the dogs, loving on them and taking care of them and talking to them. And when he calls me, I put him on speakerphone so they can hear his voice. And I still have a couple. I had to get 2 more like his dirty shirts, and I told him to take his t-shirts off. Derek always wears a white t-shirt under his clothes, so I told him to give me 2 of them so they could keep his scent, because since my husband isn't here a lot, I don't want him coming home one day and the dogs are like, oh, who the hell are you? They will know him as daddy. They'll know him as, oh, you are a stranger, and strangers, mama said, we can bite. So we make sure, and he's on the phone, he's like, hey Max, hey Apache, and they're looking around like, who is that? Where's that coming from? So I'm really happy that he has a lot of love for the dogs. He shows it in his own ways. Derek's not an affectionate person, and with the dogs, he really is affectionate with them, because he knows he has to be. He knows the type of dogs that we have and how important it is to make that bond with them, especially since he's not here. And so we are very good dog parents. I have to say, we are very good dog parents only because we put in the effort that it requires, the work and the time, that it requires. Not necessary, it requires. It requires work. And it's not fair to get a pet and not love it and not do what you're supposed to do with it, So anyway, that's my whole spiel. I know I'm just rambling. If you're still with me, I appreciate it. I know I'm just talking about whatever, just my life. But it really does help me with the drive, because I hate this drive. We're in Cedar Park now. Cedar Park didn't used to be this crowded. We used to live here in Cedar Park for like 4 years. And I really loved Cedar Park. But now it is so like crowded. And it's just, I'm glad we moved out. We live about 40 minutes away from Cedar Park, just about. But anyway, so yes, now I have decided to cut my caffeine intake, my sugar intake, and I'm not going to stop drinking coffee, but I'm only allowing myself 1 cup of coffee a day. Now, I know people are like, oh my God, you still having a cup of coffee? But I used to drink I could drink a whole pot of coffee, no problem. I mean, I don't know if y'all saw, but I posted a picture. Maybe I didn't. I'm going to post this video on my Facebook of this cup that I bought. It's a Christmas cup, and it holds 6 cups of coffee in that 1 cup. And that's perfect, because I'll fill that up, drink it, and won't think nothing of it. And so that's just too much caffeine. And since I don't really eat sweets and I don't drink sodas, I don't get caffeine any other place, unless there's caffeine in other things that I just don't know about. But I don't feel like I'm getting a lot of caffeine. I get it all from my coffee. And so now I'm only allowing myself 1 cup of coffee, and I'm gonna I've been using agave because I can't drink it with no sugar. So I've been doing agave in my coffee with, of course, my creamer. I'm allowing myself that, because if not, I will lose my damn mind. I will not be a pleasant person. I cannot just throw myself off like that. I have to slowly wing myself of things. And so that's what I'm doing with the coffee, with the caffeine, and with my sugar intake. I have decided that I'm not going to be eating any more added sugar into my diet. You know that thing, anything white ain't right. So like no white flour, no white bread, no white rice, no white pasta. I already switched my bread to whole grain bread, so that's fine. But god dang it, I had to taste those stupid Hawaiian bread hamburger buns. Oh my god, those are so good. Because I eat veggie burgers a lot. And I'm like, oh, why did I have to taste these? Anyway, so that was really hard to stop eating those. But I'm really, really excited about my new way of life as far as my eating. I've already started losing weight, by being vegetarian. I have lost weight already just being vegetarian and giving up sodas. Giving up sodas has helped a lot. And I was just drinking tea and lemonade and juice, things like that. And now that I cut my sugar, I'm only just drinking water. I'm doing water and infused waters. And I say added sugars, like no more sweets, like, cupcakes, or, like when you stop at Starbucks and they're like, would you like this snowman cookie? Well, yes, I would. I would love it very much. Yeah, I don't even care what it costs. Just throw it in there because it's so cute. And I know I don't need it, but I will sit there and eat because they're so goddamn good. Jeez, they're so good. I'm not a cookie person or a cake person, but god dang it, those cookies are good. And so with the holidays, it is hard because there's so many flavored coffees, and I love Starbucks too, and that's really going to be hard. But if I'm allowing myself 1 cup of coffee a day, then I feel like that is, if I go and have a Starbucks, that's like my little treat. I just can't do that. I can't just strip it like that from my life. It's too hard. I'm already experiencing the caffeine headaches. And this has only been the 2nd day that I cut my coffee. No, 3rd day. This is the 3rd day that I cut my coffee intake. I'm only having 1 cup of coffee. And I've only been having 1 cup of coffee at home. I haven't had a Starbucks at all. And usually by now I've already had like about 6 of them. Being day Wednesday, I would have had 6. I would have been drinking one right now. And so I'm just starting to realize that these things are not important. Like, I really just have to eat to live, not live to eat. And watching Ember Honeyraven, I don't know if you guys know her. I think everybody does. But she posted a picture the other day on her Facebook from 1 year ago. And she's lost 145 pounds in a year. And I thought, when I first saw her, the very first video she posted, I saw the very first video she posted. And I thought she was just gorgeous then. Beautiful person, beautiful spirit. And those two, that combination just makes her just really, really such a beautiful person. And so she posted a picture of herself then and a picture of herself now, 145 pounds that she's lost. And wow, she looks so different and even more beautiful. She just, looks, and I said, and it's not so much a vanity thing. It's not a vanity thing, for me. It's just more of I want to feel better. Yeah, looking better is always a priority, and looking better is always a plus. You always want to see positive feedback in anything that you do. So when you look in the mirror and you see that, wow, I don't have 10 chins anymore, I only have 8. You feel so much better about yourself. You feel like all this hard work that you're doing is paying off. And for me, it really has to, it's that I need to I need to be able to feel good about myself on the outside as well as the inside. I'm confident as hell. I don't I don't think that I'm ugly. I don't think that I'm obese, or I don't think any of that. I just want to be healthier, and becoming a vegetarian has really helped me with that, because like I said, watching Ember doing this, I started thinking about changing my life right around the time I saw her videos of her talking about she wanted to lose weight, and just watching her on her journey has really inspired me to do more. For me, I have to see it in order to believe it, I guess. I see all these videos of people who've lost weight, and look what I've done, these infomercials and stuff. But even though I never met Ember in person, I feel like I know her very well. I feel like I have a connection with her, and it's just been because I watch her, and we're friends on Facebook, and the things that I do know about her, I think is just I really am inspired to lose weight, to become a better person, through watching her videos and the advice that she gives, the way she thinks. But mostly to see someone who has taken something that has, like, something traumatic that happens in your life, and use it for something positive, and then shares that with people on the internet, and to follow her and to see the weight loss journey. It's very inspirational, because I see that all she's been doing is watching what she eats, exercises, and really has changed the way that she looks at life. You look at food differently. Now I look at food as in, food can either be something good, or it can be something bad and kill me by giving me diabetes or high blood pressure or all these illnesses that you get because of obesity. And what's killing you? Food. When food is supposed to just fuel you, is supposed to act as fuel for your body. And the things that you eat can either be very, very good and rewarding for you, or very, very bad and kill you. And so I decided that I want to be healthy. I want to stop slowly killing myself. Yeah, Krispy Kreme tastes good. It don't taste like poison, because it's so sweet and fluffy and melts in your mouth, and oh, it's so delicious. Yeah, but it's poison. It's killing you. Because if you don't know how to eat in moderation, or if you're not that healthy person and you can splurge on that kind of stuff, then you have no willpower, like I had no willpower, then yeah, it becomes deadly. And I don't want to live my life like that. I'm still very young, and I have a lot of life to live, and I just totally changed my life. I looked in the mirror and I said, what do I want to change about myself? My hair, my makeup, my clothes? No, I want to change myself. And so I gave myself some really a stiff kick in the butt, and really looked at life differently, and said, I'm going to stop eating meat, because if I don't eat meat, I can't have junk food. I can't stop at Whataburger. I can't stop at Burger King. I can't stop and get chicken. I can't stop and get a pizza, because I no longer eat meat, which means I can't stop and have junk food. That's great. I gave up, I'm giving up my sugar intake. So that means no more gobs and gobs of pasta, because it's like, well, there's no meat in it, so I can eat pasta. Pasta is that carbohydrates turns into sugar, which is bad for me. So I've cut that, and bread, I switched to whole grain bread, and that was because it was on sale at HEB. If you bought this bread, you got like free pickles and free mustard and other stuff, and so I bought it, and I really love it. And so now I'm eating whole grain breads, so being vegetarian, and avoiding temptation by stopping at fast foods and getting that, because think about it, you can't stop anywhere. For me, you see how far I drive. It's so easy for me to pull into McDonald's or something and eat while I'm driving, and eat about 1,000 calories easy, and so now I don't do that. I carry pretzels or carrots in my bag. If I'm hungry, I'll eat that, or I'm just making better choices. And it's hard. It's really hard but I'm doing what I can because it has to be a way of life for me. It can't just be a crash diet. It has to be a way of life for me. And this is a way of life for me. Now, I want to be healthy. So, you know, I gave up sodas. Okay, now I gave up my God. If y'all anybody has had sweet tea from McDonald's, oh my God, that it is liquid crack. Oh my God, I love sweet tea from McDonald's. But I took that big leap and said I'm not gonna do it anymore. Cause what's the purpose of me giving up stuff if I'm just gonna drink all the calories and drink all that sugar? It is so much sugar in there. It is, oh my God. I mean, you could freeze it and make some candies. Oh my God, it's so good. I'm salivating thinking about it. But I gave it up. And, you know, now I'm just drinking water and infused water. And that's really great because it's doing what it's doing the job. I'm thirsty, it's doing the job. And, you know, like I said, giving up the everything white ain't right. That's how I have to look at it. You know, white bread, no good. White pasta, no good. You know, white flour, no good. You know, I have to be that way because I have no willpower, and I want to be healthy, and losing weight is going to be great. It's going to be great. I've already lost some weight, and it makes me feel really good, but I want to lose more, and I'm only like 5'1", so when you're short, you know, you carry weight differently, and I'm just tired of carrying it. I want to lean up and just feel better about myself, and you know, and be better about myself by feeling healthier. I don't want to be sick. I'm tired of being sick or feeling like trash, and a lot of that is just food. You want to feel better, then put better things in your mouth. If you want to feel like shit, continue to eat things that are shitty for you. That's how I look at it, you know. And then another tip is like that I follow is like, when I think that I'm hungry, I think, oh my God, I'm so hungry. Then I go to the kitchen and I look at an apple and I go, if I eat this apple, will it satisfy me? And if I think to myself, oh my God, that apple, I'm going to eat that apple and it's not going to satisfy me at all, then I'm not hungry. Because when you're hungry, even a damn cracker sounds delicious. So that's the rule that I follow. And it's been tough. Let me tell you, it has been tough. But I'm determined to do it. And thank you, Ember, for posting all the pictures that you do and the videos that you do. You're so inspirational to me. I'm sure you're inspirational to many others. And I know that you are doing it, you know, no surgery, just eating better, making better choices, exercising. You know, I'm on my Fitness Pal. I'm marking everything down that I eat, even to the gum that I chew. It's really inspirational. So thank you so much for sharing your journey with us, because I truly appreciate it. It gives me hope and it gives me inspiration. So yay, Ember. Anyway, all right, thank you so much. I am here where I need to be. And thank you if you have stayed with me through this long ass video. I totally appreciate it. As always, I love you all. And have a great rest of the week. Bye.